So what makes a top 1% closer stand out from the rest? They build the prospect into the identity of the person who becomes a buyer. Now, how do you do that? That is called n.e.p.q power framing. We call that identity framing. So let's say the prospect says something like, hey, I'm looking for a policy in case something happens to me to protect my wife and pay up the house, something like that, okay? Say if I'm selling insurance. I'm gonna immediately jump on that to build them an identity. I'm gonna say, well, I mean, good for you. I mean, your spouse and your kids, I mean, they're lucky to have a provider like you that is that responsible to want to take that burden off of their shoulders. Like, I talk to a lot of people and you'd be surprised how many of them, like, they just don't really care if something happens and their family just kind of left behind with nothing. You know what I mean by that? If I'm talking to a male, they're gonna be like, oh, I would never do that. You know, I always got to do that for my family. I'm gonna strengthen that identity and I'm gonna say, being that responsible as a provider for your family, is that something you were born with or something you had to learn? Now, no matter what answer they say, I'm starting to build them into the identity of the prospect who becomes a buyer. So if you want to learn how to do that for your industry, comment the word frame here. I've got a workshop coming up just for you, July 21st through 23rd. Be there.